Oh, you good?
Nope.
Sore?
My hamstring.
Oh, your hamstring sore. Get on that Theragun again.
Yeah, I did it Monday, did it yesterday, sat on a
Yep.
cross ball all day.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's getting better.
Okay, well, getting better is good. All right, there's.
Second.
All right, well, let's see how this. We'll see how this feels.
Pretty impressive. Defensive reasons.
Morning. Jim, did you get that programming? You did, it worked? You're welcome.
Well, I worked at QB for a couple of years.
Well, we're gonna do it with the big balls. Big balls, we focus.
I got
Oh.
Big balls.
Oh, perfect.
All the stats that go on shoot words. Find a way to go ball.
Oh, I don't like.
I'll bring you one.
Yeah.
Want me to grab some more?
I got him. Yeah, no problem. Hey, guys. Foam roller for you. Foam roller. You'll need one of these when you guys come in. Hey, Les.
After 4 years. Your work if you are. Behind the basketball.
You guys are gonna need a kettlebell. Doesn't have to be heavy, but just something that you could swing that's light. We're gonna actually use it for the warm up, just so you know. And you'll want a foam roller. You could share the foam roller though with someone, no problem. Kettlebell, something that you could swing light, easy. It's coming down here again.
It's a tough one on Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that would have been perfect for you. It was like it's like an old man soccer test, is what it was. Yeah, it was.
My wife has to work on Fridays.
Oh, 5 a.m.
I heard
It was tough. It was tough. Okay. Let's, we'll get rolling, guys. Good morning. We've got, thanks. There's a complex today. It's a dumbbell complex and a kettlebell complex and some conditioning. So it's basically a spun up version of what you did last week. If you guys remember that complex we did that we got pretty heavy with. So this is a little bit more challenging for two reasons, more challenging version for two reasons, and I'll explain them. First, let's go through the warm-up. Time will be tight, because I'm going to push on you guys for 3 rounds. So we'll see if we can do it. Let's first warm up, and then we'll talk and see how everybody feels. So there's just 3 activities. I'll have you go through it 2 times. I'll show you all 3 activities. The first one is a lunge step. So you just take a lunge step out, and then you're going to rotate and reach back towards your back heel and alternate. So you just get a little rotational work in. You'll count 10 of those. When you're done with 10 of those, just get into a child's pose. So long arms. Okay, you can just sit back, round back, relax. You can do this in a wider position, however you want. I'll put a rolling timer up, work for 30 seconds. And then you have a foam roller and a kettlebell. I'm going to borrow this real quick. And all you're going to do is a little thoracic spine, so upper back mobility. And the way you're going to do it is you'll take your foam roller and you'll put it between your shoulder blades to start. You can do this with one arm, reaching overhead. And as I reach overhead, I'm pressing my lower back down to the ground. So I'm not dropping my hips. I'm pressing my lower back down. Or I can reach with both arms, straight arm, overhead position. Okay, up to you. And I'll have you do 30 seconds in that as well. So it's 10, then 30 seconds and 30 seconds. And you can alternate, go through those if you could 2 times. We'll do a little bit of a spin up. You guys can get moving. And then what I'll do is I'll start to go through the complex. And we'll put the pieces together so it works for you. Not sure how people feel today, but we'll figure it out. Questions on any of this stuff? Okay. I'll give you guys a little bit of time here. You got a foam roller, Paul? Someone stole it? You can share with one of these guys.
Oh, you know.
I'll grab another one too. I'll throw a few more foam rollers out, you guys. Hey, Pete.
How we doing?
Good, you?
Are those bad boys? You?
Yep.
2 arms. Yeah.
Yep. Hey, Les.
Hold on.
This'll work for you.
I think the-
Yeah, otherwise I'd have your special.
I wasn't sure if you wanted the boys in the hood. Because that's how I thought.
I know.
I get more white than us.
Carrie, you want, I think you were just,
Sweet.
yeah, you share it. Do you know Pat? He's super friendly.
I'll share.
See?
I'll share.
He's really nice.
I won't tolerate it. It's very nice.
I was gonna say. Okay, guys, I'll have you roll through 2 rounds. Again, you're aiming for your lower back on the ground. Paul, throw that between your shoulder blades next time. Or you try it again. Yeah, there you go. I got you. Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yep. So 2 rounds of this, and then again, I'm going to just talk to you while you're doing the second round, because what I want to have happen is I want us to get prepped for this workout and get rolling on it. We'll see how the first round of this goes, and we can always make changes. And by the way, once I get you ready to go for this, if you're like, hold on a second, not feeling it, just see me and I can give you something else to do. I'll write it up on the whiteboard for you. So, I think you guys will remember last week we did that dumbbell complex, which was pretty heavy. We did the deficit push-up, the renegade row, the burpee, the clean, and the press overhead. We use like a super heavy load for the Renegade row, then more of a less heavy load, if that's how you want to say it, for the clean and press, and then we put it all together in a complex with a lighter load. Today, we're going to do something very similar, but it's with one dumbbell. So you're only going to use a dumbbell on one side. So we'll go through and create a complex, which is a push-up with one dumbbell, a row with one dumbbell, a burpee, a clean, a press, all with just right side dumbbell, and then all with just left side dumbbell. Well, the way you want to think about this is the heaviest load that you used last time, you probably want to use that same load or possibly a little heavier. And the reason being, when I do this single-sided work, I typically can handle a heavier load because I have that ability to kind of rotate to get myself in a better position. Okay, we'll warm up into it, you guys will see, but tinker around with it. If you're like, nope, not for me, I'm going to go a little bit lighter, no problem. I'll show you how to change the workout to kind of fit that as well. The other thing that I've added in for this week is a conditioning piece. So there's a sprint piece, which you will do with a partner, okay? It doesn't matter, you and your partner do not have to share the exact same cardio equipment, okay? I'll show you how we're gonna work that out. When you are done with your second round of this mobility work, all I want you to do is you can actually probably keep that same dumbbell out that you have, same kettlebell, but what I'd like for you to do is go grab a dumbbell, if you could, please. Just a single dumbbell, something that you're like, yeah, no problem, I can press this overhead. Does not have to be heavy, could be pretty light to begin with. Okay, you just need one of them. And then you guys at some point just clear out your foam rollers, maybe just throw them off to the side so you're not tripping over those. And then we'll start in on this. So, with your kettlebell, let me just see if I can take you through this. I'm going to grab a kettlebell. Let me see if I can take you guys through this. 1, 2, 3, 4 activities here. So let's just do these one at a time. They're very simple. They'll be familiar to you. You're going to go to the bottom position of a deadlift. Okay, you can have the hips high if you want. You can have the hips low. It doesn't matter. I want you to go slow to your knee, okay, which is called the first pull. Okay, and then the second pull, you're actually not going to pull on it. I just want you to extend your hips quickly. Okay, so you're going to do 5 of these where you just go slow and then fast. Go ahead and do 5 of those. Okay, and the idea behind this is to teach you how to use your hip more than you use your shoulder as we get into this kettlebell high pull, which will be your next activity. Okay, so once you've done 5 of those, again, it's slow to fast. Okay, once you've done 5, you do the same thing, slow to fast, and add a pull where the elbows come up higher than the kettlebell. Slow to fast, elbows come up higher than the kettlebell. Okay, you'll count 5 there. And again, should be a quick hip extension as soon as the kettlebell passes the knee. Make sure the shoulder blades are squeezed in the bottom position. A lot of you get your upper back, your thoracic spine rounded. Okay, next piece you're going to do is 5 sprawl. So it's basically a no push-up burpee. Kettlebell is going to be right under your hip. Okay, you're going to go down, up. You'll notice I receive in the same position. Okay, and all you're going to do is stand up with the kettlebell. Okay, so again, hands go to the ground. Land, heels first, stand up with the shoulder blades peeled back. Good, should be able to get your heels to the floor first. Good, just count 5 of them. Good, when you are done, just add that same high pull to the movement. Okay, so you'll add that same high pull to the movement. So it's a sprawl, and this time, pull up high. Perfect. Yep, so I'm trying to get you to move a little bit. You'll get warm here. Again, please note, heels should hit the ground first. Shoulder blades should be squeezed together. Good. When you're done, all you're going to do, again, kettlebell off the floor. Same pattern. You can go slow to fast. You'll pull the kettlebell up. and then just receive it in an underhand grip or what is called a power clean from the floor, okay, all the way up. Okay, count 5 if you could, please. 5. Okay, and you're starting to see there's a sequence here as we work our way up. We're creating a complex. Yep, perfect. Good. No need to squat underneath it. You're just going to catch it in an underhand grip. Okay, you'll do 5 of them. Perfect. Once you're done with those 5, you'll just do a simple squat with the kettlebell in that same position. Okay, you can adjust your feet. Okay, you'll do a front squat. Go ahead and count 5 there. Good. You do not have to remember all this. Good. It'll come together in a pretty simple complex. And then you'll just put that together where you pull the kettlebell off the floor, receive it, and then go all the way down to a squat. Okay. There we go. Do 5 there. Good. And this should be enough also to get you a little bit hot so you're ready to go. When you are done, throw your kettlebell back. You have your dumbbell with you so you can get rid of your kettlebell because we're going to use a heavier load. Grab a dumbbell that you already have out, and we're going to warm up with a single-sided dumbbell complex. Okay, I'll show it to you. Good. Should be a little warm. Really simple once you have your dumbbell out. We're going to do all of our work on one side and then all of our work on the other side. Once we're done with this, we'll pick loads that we want to use. We'll test it out and then we'll jump into the workout. Okay, you will want a partner for this and I'll show you why later. But for right now, really simple. Okay, just please go through and count 3 push-ups and 3 renegade rows on each side. Again, like we talked about last week, you have the freedom to kind of rotate and use some of that rotational ability so that you can lift a heavier load. That's what we're trying to prioritize today, if you're up for it. Good. 3 on right side. Yep, 3 in a row on right side. Then you can go ahead and do 3 in a row on left side. Good. Once you're done, very simple. Okay, just do 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. It's a burpee, and you can see how I change where I land in my burpee. I'm on the outside of my dumbbell, and then I land with the dumbbell in the midline of my body. Count 2 on one side, set it down. So I do my burpee, my push-up outside, and then I push a little laterally. Good, so the dumbbell lands right in the midline. Good. I'm going to keep you guys moving. When you are done, all I want you to do is a clean. So you'll do this from a hang position to start. All you're going to do is pull the dumbbell up and receive it. Just count 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Again, this should be familiar. The most efficient way to do this is to start with the dumbbell right in the middle of the body. So you can see how I hang right here, dumbbell between knees, and then I clean, the elbow comes up high. Perfect. Good, 3 per side with a push press. We worked on this dip last week, saying the torso stays straight up and down, pause in the bottom, elbow stays in, press. Count 3 on each side. So it's a dip and a press. Perfect. The knees come forward. The feet are now under the hips to give you a little bit more power. And then last thing is a front squat. Okay, so it's just a front squat where you count 3 on each side. Should be warmed up after that. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to load the kettlebell complex. What I'm going to do, because there's a lot here, I'm going to write this big on the floor so you guys can see it. I'll put it on the floor over here so you guys can see it. While I'm doing that, what I want you to do is please load for something. You're going to end up with the dumbbell. You're going to do 5 on each side. So it's low volume. If you can get to a place, the limiting factor is always going to be this overhead. Okay, so you have two options here. You can either be like, what's the heaviest load that I can possibly use to do 5 presses overhead? You should tinker with it, test it out, see what it is. Whatever that is, you'll be able to do everything else with that load. Or if you're like, yeah, hold on a second. Okay, there's too much of a difference. You could use 2 different dumbbells. You're like, yeah, my overhead's really not going to be that heavy. It's not going to be heavy enough. So you can use a lighter overhead load, but have the rest of this be heavy, heavy. Okay, it's up to you. I'm going to let you mess around with it. Okay, so you'll get that set. Okay, and then with the kettlebell, I want you to think about the limiting factor for the kettlebell for most of you. Okay, and that's probably going to be the deadlift high pull. So what's the load that you can handle for the deadlift high pull? Base it off of that. There's 10 repetitions of each one of these. Again, go ahead and start to mess around with it. I'll give you 5 minutes. I'm going to put all this up on the floor. If you have questions, please ask me questions. If you're like, hold on, this doesn't work for me, let me know. Yeah, so for let me see. So this is for the kettlebell or the dumbbell?
I was thinking dumbbell.
The dumbbell 50, kettlebell 60. Yeah.
So that was 25, 30.
Oh, I've already started. Oh, wow.
It's not.
It's like, I know, but it makes me feel like the old days, remember? I know, remember that? People used to love that. Push press, front squat.
Right now, we decided what's supposed to be decided on Saturday. All of us can combat that.
Okay. I'll move this whiteboard over here a little bit so you guys can see it, and then I'll also, while you guys are rolling, I'll write it on the floor. Okay, here's what I'd like to have happen. Please find a partner, somebody who you can work with. Doesn't matter what weight they have, doesn't matter what's going on. Find a partner, someone you can work with. Perfect. Okay, so we'll give this a shot, see how it rolls out. Yep, you can for sure have a group of 3. Okay, or you can also go solo. So you'll have 4 minutes to complete the complex. Person 1 will work on the dumbbell side of the complex, which is 5 of each one of those activities on one side only. So I'm only going to do my right side first. Okay, so here's the dumbbell. I'll do the push press, or the push up, the row, the burpee, the clean, the dumbbell push press overhead and the dumbbell front squat. Okay, I'll do all repetitions on right side and then all repetitions on left side. Okay, you'll have 4 minutes to complete that work. Your partner is going to work on the kettlebell complex. Okay, and the kettlebell complex is 10 repetitions. Deadlift, deadlift high pull, deadlift sprawl, deadlift clean, deadlift front squat, deadlift squat clean. Okay, I'll help you through. Don't worry, the first round doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, you'll have 1 minute and then you'll switch. Okay, you'll go from dumbbell to kettlebell. That part makes sense, correct? Once you've done both sides of the complexes, you'll have a minute to rest, and then you'll find a piece of cardio equipment that you guys want to work on. Ideally, it's the same, but it doesn't have to be. And you'll go, I go, you go, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Okay, and you can see the calories, and I'll when we get there, I'll make sure that it's very clear. But 2 men, 80 calories, 2 women, 64 calories, mixed group, 72 calories. You do not have to remember that. I'll make sure that you know. You'll have 4 minutes to try and complete that work. It's I go, you go, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. I will not build a transition in for that, okay? Because that work is a little easier for you guys. Questions? Yeah.
All right.
4 minutes. You have 4 minutes to do rest. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna try and see if we can get through. I doubt we'll make it, but we'll try and get through 3 rounds, full rounds of this. We'll probably end up 2.5. Okay. So let's start off. First 4 minutes. Any other questions? Those are good questions. Any other questions?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Good job, Carrie. Yeah. That was a fantastic question. It's very strategic.
Rest do we get?
1 minute. Yeah. Okay, my clock will roll here for you guys. Let's just see how this first round plays out, and then we can make some changes. I believe the timing is correct, but we'll see. Clock rolls in 10 seconds. I have this clock rolling for you right here. Good. 3, 2, 1, and you're on. Let's just see how this plays out. Yep. So if you're with a dumbbell, yep, you will go through 5 push-up, 5 row, 5 burpee, all on one side. Yep. If you're with your kettlebell, you'll just sort of work your way up. Whenever it's a clean, it is performed from the floor. Good. Yep. Good. Yeah. Makes sense? Yep. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just watching the clock to see how this works for you guys. Yeah, that's right, Les, that's good. Yeah. Paul, you got it? Yeah, that's right. And then pull up high. Yep, there you go. That sprawl also has a high pull to it when you guys get to it. Yep, that's right, Pat. Pull up high. Yep, good, Ann. That's perfect. Pete, you know what you're doing? Okay, keep your elbow in. Yeah.
Little slower. That is true.
Yeah. Okay, so again, you got it? Okay, so 2.5 minutes in, and I'm just seeing how this plays out. Good, Spence, keep your shoulder blades peeled back in the back, so keep your back flat. There you go, that's way better. Good. So you're coming up on the halfway mark. Yep, that was right. That's right, 100% right. Yep, that's right. You got it. Good. Yep, off the floor. That's the one where you pull it up and catch it underhand. Yep. There you go. You don't have to squat with it. Yep. Just pull it and catch it. Yep. Good. Got it. Well done. Yep. And then the last one's a squat clean. That's where you catch it. So my guess is you're probably a little over halfway. We'll see how this goes. Little over halfway. If you started on your right side, you should be working on your left side. Yes. What's that? It's cramping?
Yeah.
Oh, oh Lord, lay down.
I think it was like the.
Oh,
Rubbing.
yeah. I would, or I would get on the floor and just little child's pose, see if you kind of calm it down a little bit. What's that?
I was just.
And help or no? Yeah, I'd call it. You don't want to mess with it. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. And then see if you can first just get it to calm down. Yeah, you're uncomfortable. Go. Go.
Wait.
Yeah, okay, okay, yeah. You guys, there's 45 seconds left. So I'm gonna just tell you though, hold on, so keep working. Yeah, if you are done this early, sorry, it's probably not gonna work unless you're like, hold on, I just want to take it easy today, and that's totally fine. Okay, but if you are done this early, I would say add, if you're doing the kettlebell complex, it becomes 15. Okay, if you're doing the dumbbell complex, it probably becomes 10 per side. Okay, if you're done that early. Okay, unless you're like, yeah, you know what? First round, whatever, or you can add load. Okay, up to you. Up to you. But it doesn't look right, just so you know. Just not right. I know. I know it does. Okay, so in about 30 seconds, 45 seconds, you'll switch. If you were working with the dumbbell, work with kettlebell. Do it again. 80% of you looked like you needed to make a change there. Okay. Oh, again, only if you're like, hey, look, I want to get something done here. Clock rolls in about 25 seconds. And if I were you, I'd make the change now, and then later you can back out. Okay? We're up here in about 15 seconds. Okay, so again, what I would say is make the change now and then later back out. Okay?
Aaron, you go through the whole thing on one side, then go back to the top.
That's right. That's good. Here we go. You're on. Let's go now. Yeah, let's see if we get some work done out of this now.
We can spread it across.
Good. Yeah, that's good. Fine, feels fine. You could just walk through them. Yeah. Good. Good, Darcy. Yep. Good. See if you can, when you land, you can land with your feet wide. That dumbbell will go right between your feet that way. Yep. And you'll have more mobility at your hip. You'll be able to get your heels on the ground. Yep. There you go. Good. Sprawl high pull. Yep. Got a high pull to it. Yep. Good. So land with your feet wider, toes forward, pull up high. Yep, so it's solid. Yep, that's right, Ann. Good. 2.5 minutes left. What's that? With kettlebell, so pull it up from the floor, catch it. Yeah. Got it. Yeah, yeah, yep. 2 minutes. So you just now should be switching sides. If this is timed correctly, should just now be switching sides if it's timed correctly. It should be about halfway through that kettlebell complex. It's good, Dan. Yeah. 90 seconds here. Good. Good. Take that off the floor. Yep. Yep. There it is. Good. Yep. Good. Bring your feet in under your hips. You'll get a little bit more power that way. Yep. Good. So you got about a minute, and then you'll have a minute to rest. Get together with your partner, and I will let you know where you need to be. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Coming up, run, bike, or row. So we're going to finish the first round here. Good. So freeze right there, freeze right there. Yep, stand up, put your feet right under your hips. Okay. Closer by 3 inches. Okay. Little dip press. Way better. Yeah, good. Now 25 seconds left. 15 seconds. This is better. You're going to take it almost all the way to the end like this. That's better. There's your rest right there. So you have a minute. It's I go, you go. Okay, it's going to be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. I will not put a buffer in. Okay, 30 on, 30 off. No buffer. Yep. 2 men, 80. 2 women, 64. Mixed, 72. Okay, that's your calories. That's what we're getting at. In 30 seconds, we're going to roll.
You're grabbing a small band, David, a good chance.
Yeah, yep. Okay, crew, here we go. Clock's going to roll here in about 20 seconds. 30 on, 30 off. There's no buffer. We're just going to go. Okay, you will have to sprint through this. Clock rolls in 10 seconds. 3, 2, here we go. You're on. Five seconds. There's your change right there. Clock's rolling. Good, clock's rolling. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. There you go, right there. Clock is on. Thanks. Yep. I know. Yeah, I got one too. Yeah, I know. 5 seconds. Right there. Good. You've been on there 2 minutes. I'm giving you 4. Here we go. You're on. I'm giving you 4 to get there. All right, guys. Good, Kim, man. Good. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. This will close out minute 3. I'm giving you 4 minutes to try and get there. You get there early, you're good. It's rolling. It is rolling. You guys gonna make it, right? Yeah. Halfway, guys. Good, Christina. Very good. 5 seconds. That's right there. Transition, this will be it. You're on. 15 seconds. 80 calories. 64 and 72. 3, 2, 1. Good job. One more crack at this for each of you. It's rolling. One more for each of you. Got it? Perfect. Pat, you guys got it? One, Pete. Last one. 7 seconds. Switch. This will be your last effort. You have 1 minute to rest after this. We'll head into round 2. Make sense? 20 seconds to close this out. 20 seconds to close this out. We're going to head into round 2. Good. 15 seconds. I'm done.
Oh.
Time there. Time there. 60 seconds to rest. I'm going to push on you. The first 4 minutes of that first round was not what I wanted. I don't think it's what you wanted either. The second 4 minutes was much better. This looked better. Let's try again here. So we're going to go 4 minutes. Okay. Alternating with your partner. One-sided clean. Well, excuse me. One-sided complex with the dumbbell. Okay. Two-sided complex with the kettlebell. My clock will roll here in 30 seconds. Again, find the load and the volume that works for you. You should be running this up to the 4 minute mark, unless you're like, hold on, I'm just here to move. Okay, I totally understand that. My clock will roll here in 20 seconds for you. Ten seconds and you guys are on. So 10 seconds and you're on. Good. Again, first round did not look the way you wanted it to. See if we can fix it here. You're going. Here we go. Yep. It's good. Yep. Good. That looks good, Ann. Keep your shoulder blades squeezed in the back and the bottom. Good. Yep. All right side, all left side. That's good, Les. Good. Yep. Perfect. Yep. That's good, Pete. Everything is done off the floor. So when you pull the kettlebell up on a sprawl, it comes off the floor. When you do a clean, it comes off the floor. Good. Good. Coming up on 3 minutes. Coming up on 3 minutes. Just like we talked about last week, there is enough time in here to transition. Put your hands on your knees, take a couple deep breaths, and then go. Yep, that's right. Pull it all the way off the ground. Yep, there you go. You got it. Good. Yep, that's right. Good. 3 minutes. 3 minutes left. Good, Ann. Yep. Good. Good. Don't let that elbow out. Good. Yeah, you got it. Good, Kim. Bring your feet in when you're pressing overhead. Yep, whenever you press something overhead, your feet are going to be narrow under your hips. It'll give you a little bit more power. Good. Lean back as you dip. Got it. Good. Yep, that's right, Spence. Good. Halfway. You should just now be switching sides. Good. 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 90 seconds, Miles. Come on, come on. There you go. Hey, less than a minute here. Much better here, much better. Good, Kim. 10 seconds to get to the end. That was much better. Good, much better. Good. Yeah. I know. Well, it was something. Okay, you got a minute off here and then you'll switch. Sorry? You want me to move this over? Oh. Good. Clock goes in 40 seconds. Good. That was a little bit better here. So again, 4 minutes. You'll alternate now. If you were doing the dumbbell complex, you're going to work with the kettlebell complex. Make those same changes. Okay, if you're like, yeah, 10 didn't work, I need a heavier one, fine. Or add volume. Should be rolling in right at the end of the 4 minutes. Okay, we'll have enough time to get through this, and we'll have enough time to do the conditioning piece. Okay, clock rolls in 15 seconds for you guys, just so you know. Here we go. You're on now. Good, guys. All right. Good. Good. Watching the time, managing where you rest, how long you rest. That's good, Les. Good. Good, Christina. Three minutes here. Good. Good, Pat. Yeah. Good. Good, guys. Yeah, that's better. Bring your feet in 2 more inches. Okay. Yep. Hold your shoulder blades tight. I appreciate that you're trying. It's good, Kim. Good, guys. Go up, Paul. Halfway, about halfway here. All right. Good. Good. 2 minutes, so you are halfway on this. Good. Good, Christina. Yep. Yep. Good, Carrie. Bring your feet in 2 inches. There you go. That'll make it easier for you. Good. Good, Dan. That's right. That's good. Yep, good, Kim. Yep, put those movements together now. Good. 90 seconds here. That's good. Last minute to get this done. Good. Bring your feet in 2 inches. Yep, a little bit better position. There you go. Good. Good, Paul. Yep, pull your elbow in. You're good. You're good. Good. Don't let that elbow sit out there. Yep. Your elbow in. There you go. Got 45 seconds to get to the end of this. Go, Paul. Yep, see if you can finish it up. 35 seconds. Go, Carrie. Go. Good, guys. Got about 20 seconds left. Good. 15 seconds here. Good. Still 7 seconds to get to the end. You'll have a minute off. There is enough time. We will finish that last round here. 30 on, 30 off. There's no transition. 80, 64, 72. Those are your numbers. Okay. I'll give you this minute to rest and then we're going to roll. Good. 80, 74, or 64, 72. "30 seconds and we'll roll, you guys. 30 seconds. Again, 80, 64, 72. Those are your numbers. No transition on this, which will make it somewhat challenging for you. Clock rolls in 10 seconds. This will be it right here. You're on in 5, 3, 2, here we go. You're on. Good. 20 seconds.
You basically say we can do 3 rounds of that?
Yeah.
No way. I'm dead.
After the first round, I was like, you guys can do 5 rounds. After the first 4 minutes. There we go. But now this feels right. It's rolling, guys. Here we go. You're on. 10 seconds. Switch. Good. 1 minute down. Come on, fellas. Come on, boss. All right. 10 seconds. There's your transition right there. Good. This will close out halfway. This will be halfway. 80, 64, 72. Five seconds. There we go. You are over halfway towards 80, 64, or 72. There we go. There's your next transition. Okay. Round 3. Bottom of the round. There we go. Last 30-second effort each. Last one each. When you're done, you're done. Five seconds here, crew. Last effort. Last one to try and close it out. Ten seconds. Walk out. 3, 2, 1, and right there's your time. Well done, crew. That was good. Turned out the way that I wanted it to turn out. Little miss on the first 4 minutes, but I think we caught up eventually. Good job. Cool down, however you want to cool down. My 2 announcements are the same. In April, we will play around with a new class type. Tuesdays, Thursdays at 8 o'clock is when that'll happen. Again, I'm just trying to figure out what the needs are. I know that we need to spend some time getting out of breath. We need to spend some time lifting heavy things. Okay, what falls in between? How much? How many times? What's the week fold like? What's the week play out like? That's what I'm trying to figure out for you, and I'm trying to accommodate it. So be patient. There's a suggestion box. I need your feedback in order to make this happen. So please leave your suggestions. Okay. And whoever left the suggestion about my hair and clothes, I'll work on it. Otherwise, hit me with questions. I'm happy to take suggestions in person too. I will see you guys. We are back out. Tomorrow is Thursday. Hey, listen, I know you're going to be tired and sore, but part of my plan is to get you out on Thursdays so I can get you better for Friday. So come in tomorrow, work with me. Let me help you figure it out. And you'll be in a good place for Friday's session. Thanks, crew. Good job. What?
40 minutes of cardio.
Tomorrow?
That was awesome, by the way.
Thanks, Paul.